We have a 2002 Audi 4 3.0 liter. We're gonna replace the fuel filter. Fuel filter is located rear right in this indent into the tank. Here. Here's our fuel filter. We use MAN filter. 1.8 models will have a fuel pressure regulator built into this filter. Also the newer models will have the fuel pressure regulator built into it as well. So your filter might be a little bit different. See, we have one outlet, one inlet, one outlet. Yours might have one inlet return line and one outlet, or it might have 4 lines going into it. You also have a vent line and inlet, outlet, and return line right into the filter. So this is a regular, just a in and out filter. Note, when you get a filter, sometimes part suppliers mess up the part numbers in the filters, so you might get an actual wrong filter. So before you take your filter off, make sure that the filter you have is exactly the same as the filter you're taking out. Also, if you're replacing a filter and your filter have more than 2 in and out ports, make sure you mark them. Some of the filters you could misplace the lines in the filter, and just to save some time, mark the lines where they came off of. Here there's the one bolt that holds the filter in the bracket. Basically it compresses the bracket, it's like a clamp. Well, this one, the bolt is threaded into the plastic, so it will come out no problem. Well, some of the filters have a nut on the other side in the bracket. They get rusted, they never come out. So if you have a filter bracket with a nut in there, forget about it. You won't take it out. Just rip the nut out of the bracket and zip that, or come up with some other way to hold the filter in the bracket, but you ain't taking it out. Well, this bolt is a T20 Torx. It's nice and easy. Some of them come with a triple square bolts, so just use whatever you need to use to take the bolt out. See, you loosen the filter up. Now our filter is free to move out of the bracket. Now we have these special fuel line connectors over here. See right here, you have that release button on the connector. I'll show you in a second how to take them out. Alright, so we got our little special pliers to take the fuel lines off. Here you go. You could press on it. By the way, you have to press down on the connector before you press on the button and release it, because you might break it like that. I just didn't show it in the video, but before I press the button, you gotta press it like you're trying to lock it, so the connector is easier to unlock. Now you gotta go on the other side and do the same thing to the other side. Once again, remember, if you have a filter with multiple ports on it, mark the ports just in case. Mark the connectors where they came off of, so you could put them in without misplacing them. You got another connector over there. We're gonna unlock it. Now the pliers. You're good to go. Now just plug one of the ends of the filter and slide it out. Just a sanity check to see how much dirt you actually have in the filter. Clog the ports, shake it very well, and then drain it into like some sort of container through the inlet port. You see it's not that dirty. As I said, this filter was replaced recently. Okay, so we got the old filter out, put in a new filter in there. Make sure you note how the old filter was sitting in there, not to put her in reverse, because the lines, let's say you see that line over there, this is a line going out of the filter, so it's going towards the motor. Sometimes they have them reversed, like the line over here could be turning around and going back into the tank. Could be a supply tank, a supply line. So you have to make a note of how the filter was sitting in there and where each line was sitting. So slide the new filter in there. Be careful, don't break the lines or the bracket. Okay, we got the filter back in. Now connect the fuel lines back to the filter. Make sure they click in when you're connecting them. Otherwise they might stay on for a while and then pop off somewhere on a highway. It's gonna suck if that happens to you. Yep. Correct. Put the bolt back in into the bracket and you're all set. Try not to over tighten because you're gonna mess up the threads and then this bolt is gonna be pointless in there. And that's it, you're all set. Now you have to go crank the car and bleed the system. There's probably gonna be air in the system, so probably have to crank it for a couple of seconds, maybe 20-30 seconds. Don't forget to wipe this gasoline over here. You might damage the plastic clips and then this thing is gonna fall off, the covers might fall off. So clean up to yourself and you're done.